Construction work of Burj Khalifa was going on. The entire structure was somehow erected. Now it was the turn to install window panels on it. The engineer thought that installing window panels is not rocket science, so he did not pay attention to it. But then the same thing happened, which no one had anticipated. The scorching heat of Dubai, and on top of that, the window panels that were to be installed on the world's tallest building due to the installation, the temperature inside Burj Khalifa reached 100 degrees centigrade during the day. In such a high temperature, it was not possible for any person to enter the building in the face of this issue. The biggest issue that arose during the construction of the building was which put the entire construction team in trouble. Because of this issue, the interior design work of Burj Khalifa had to be stopped for a full 18 months. The construction work was helpful, but then something happened which turned the sinking hopes of management and engineering into a tailspin. Welcome once again on Haroon Official. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, 2,716 feet high. This building, which comes out tearing the clouds, cost $1.5 billion. Not only this much money, but this is also considered a unique feat in the history of building engineering. You will be able to know what difficulties the engineers, architects, and workers went through to complete this project. What difficulties did they have to face, and how the solutions to these problems were found. In today's video, you will be able to know about the first challenge in building Burj Khalifa. The first challenge was that the elections should be held on time. The engineers were given only 6 years to build this building, in which they had to accomplish all this feat in these 6 years. They had to accomplish all this feat. Out of these 6 years, the request was to take only 3 years to design the building. If they had spent 3 years in designing, they would have been fired. It was not possible to build the physical structure of the building in 3 years, so the engineer decided to start the construction of Burj Khalifa without designing. For this reason, the digging work started in 2004, but the design work continued simultaneously. Challenge number 2. When the time came to lay the foundation of Burj Khalifa, another issue arose. Usually, the foundation of tall buildings is laid on large stones present inside the ground. But the place where Khalifa was to be built, there were sandy stones here and small weak stones here. So the question was raised whether the world's tallest building would be built on the foundation of these weak stones. Will these weak stones really be able to bear so much weight? For this challenge, a basic principle of science was used to deal with this.